we are seeing two movements, peristalsis. First one is peristalsis and segmentation. So we are going to learn in detail about movements of the small intestine. So intestinal movements carry out three primary functions. First, it mixes the chyme with digestive secretions. Next, it brings the chyme in contact with the absorptive surface of the microvilli to increase absorption. Third is propel the chyme toward the colon. So these function by various small intestinal motilities. The motilities are segmentation, peristalsis, migrating myoelectric complex, contraction of the muscularis mucosa, villus contraction, and movements due to intestinal reflexes. So first we are going to see segmentation. So this is the most common variety of movement of the small intestine. It is characterized by closely spaced contraction of the circular muscle layer. These contractions divide the small intestine into many segments. The rate of segmental contraction is same as the frequency of slow waves. It is about 18 per minute in duodenum, whereas 15 per minute in jejunum and 12 per minute in ileum. Segmentation contractions effectively mix chyme with pancreatic and intestinal secretions. Two nearby propulsive segments force the chyme. See, two nearby propulsive movements. It moves the chyme toward each other into the receiving segment, which efficiently helps in mixing. They also bring the fresh chyme into contact with the mucosal surface. Therefore, segmentation movements are also called mixing movements. They help in digestion and absorption of nutrients. Next, coming to peristalsis. We also learned in previous session also about peristalsis in oral cavity. So peristalsis is a progressive contraction of successive portions of circular smooth muscles of small intestine. The wave of contraction moves in the orthograde direction, that is towards the colon. In fact, the peristaltic wave spreads in both directions. However, the waves towards the oral cavity is inhibited, or it dies out of a short distance, and wave toward the colon aboral spread continue progressively. This is called law of the intestine. Peristaltic waves involve a smaller length of intestine. When chyme enters the intestine, the bolus of the chyme stretches its wall. The part of this intestine behind the chyme contracts, and the part of the intestine in front of the chyme relaxes. So the ring of contraction proceeds in forward direction. The primary function of peristaltic movements is to propel the chyme in forward direction. Sometimes the frequency of peristalsis increases to an extent that intestinal contents are emptied very fast with a speed of 20 cm per second into the colon. So this is called rush peristalsis. This is typically seen in acute diarrhea. So it is not normal. Okay. So there are also antiperistaltic contractions of intestine. Antiperistalsis results in vomiting. So coming to short range peristalsis, it is nothing but this occurs very less frequently and for a shorter part of intestine. So short range peristalsis along with segmentation contraction decreases the net rate of propulsion of chyme in forward direction. This also allows the chyme to stay more time in intestine to facilitate digestion and absorption. So coming to migrating myoelectric motor complex. This also we read in previous session. So in the interdigestive phase, this migrating myoelectric motor complex occurs. The pattern of motility of small intestine changes in the interdigestive phase. So what happened? There are bursts of intense electrical and contractile activity once in every 90 minutes. So this is called migrating motor complex or migrating myoelectric complex, MMC. Starts in the stomach and is propagated throughout the intestine to the terminal part of the ileum. Once a MMC reaches the distal end of the ileum, a next MMC begins in the stomach. Likewise, this is repeated every 75 to 90 minutes. It results in vigorous and strong propulsive contraction. Therefore, this sweeps the intestine and empties the remaining contents into the colon. This cleans the entire lumen of the stomach and intestine to keep the house ready for next meal. So that is why this is known as housekeeper of small intestine, because it goes on sweeps the intestine and empties for the next round. It also inhibits the migration of colonic bacteria from colon into the intestine. So next is movement is contraction of muscularis mucosa. So this contraction occurs irregularly. So this alter the patterns of the mucosal folds. Contraction occur at a frequency of about 3 per minute. This contraction help in mixing the luminal contents and also bringing the fresh chyme in contact with mucosal surface. So coming to movement through villus contraction, villi of small intestine also contract irregularly. This is seen in the upper part of the small intestine. These contractions are especially meant for emptying the central lacteals of the villi. We saw in that picture, no, central part lacteals. They also increases the lymph flow. So coming to the intestinal reflexes, there are two reflexes, intestinal reflex and gastroileal. So the name, from the name intestinal reflex, this is nothing but when a part of the intestine is over distended or stretched, the rest of the intestine relaxes. So this is called the intestinal reflex. It is mediated by local enteric neurons and vagovagal pathways. Gastroileal reflex is when food enters the stomach, stretching of the stomach, the motility of the terminal part of the ileum is enhanced.